Let's go. What's up, everybody? What's up, carnivores? This is another episode of Chatting with Carnivores. Today we got Diane. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. And we were just having a little private chat about how who is it, King?
King Charles III.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
There you go. I think I hear you now.
Yep. King Charles the Third. Sorry, I had another tab open there. King
Yeah.
Charles the Third. He is sick, and we were just saying how cool would that be if he tried carnivore, and somebody of that high profile in this, like what that would do to open the doors for the carnivore diet, just blows my mind. But anyways, that's him. We wish him the best, right, Diane?
Absolutely. 100%.
Now, for those who are new to the channel, they aren't too familiar with you and your story. Can you share with us your journey from your diagnosis of ovarian cancer, right,
Yes.
to where you
So,
are now?
absolutely. Well, let's see, 2 years ago, so 2021 summer, and I was diagnosed whenever it was found by accident. I was getting a hysterectomy because of my genetics were saying that it was going to be likely that I would have cancer, so I thought I would just get a voluntary hysterectomy. And that's when it was discovered. And it was stage 2B, and prognosis was good. I got on the chemo regimen and was monitored after that was over, and it came back, I want to say maybe 6 months after I was finally done with chemo, and the number started going up again. And rather than go on chemo again, I changed doctors, and the doctor that I'm with now has me on a medication that's not chemo, but is still controlling everything, especially now that I've been on carnivore now since last June, and the numbers are going down. Doing what Dr. Siegfried says, and do metabolic therapy, and with nutrition, the right nutrition, and the right medication, numbers are looking good and controlled.
That's awesome, and you got a glow to you that I'm telling you, like you are just you're glowing, you're looking good, and you guys, she's got. I put her. She sent me an updated photo of herself because she's looking good, she's feeling good, and she was wearing this really beautiful green dress, and you made the dress, right, and it's right behind you. That one.
I did, yeah. I started it actually a couple years ago, and then I noticed it in the closet in a bag all in pieces, and thinking, oh, I should finish this. And so I just sized it down. I had to size it down, and put it all together and finished it last week.
Yeah, and you're losing. How much weight are you down now on
50
carnivore?
pounds.
50 pounds, which means you need some new clothes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
I don't
she
really
was like,
fit
you know
into
what? I'll
anything
do it
I
my
have
damn self.
anymore. Yeah, I have been struggling with finding clothes that I can wear lately, and so I thought, well, it's lucky that I know how to sew. And I mean, I'm not one of those kind of people that enjoy shopping, except for like a consignment store. I love consignment stores and things like that.
I love them
But
too.
yeah, but going out to the mall, or an outlet mall or something like that, I'm just not a big fan of. They're too busy for me, and I don't know, too big. So I thought, well, I watched a YouTube video from a few years ago where a girl made her own capsule wardrobe and made just like 20 different pieces of clothing that all interchanged together. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna do that. And I am there's going to be a video on my YouTube soon about it, but I've made up my own capsule wardrobe that I'm going to start on and have fun doing that, and I'm going to have that on YouTube. And
That's awesome. And you like the vintage style dresses you were saying.
Yeah, that's the style that I'm more fond of, and kind of like a late 50s, early 60s kind of thing, sometimes 40s, depending on what the garment looks like. And um, I'm just really drawn to that era, style wise.
And I can tell you're feeling better. Were you making all these dresses before when you didn't feel so well?
Um, kind of. I would start and stop a lot, and now that I feel better, and it's just all I want to do, and it's been mentally helping me mentally with just keeping me occupied and keeping me happy. And I really did think that going out to train, because I wanted to do the half marathon. um, I was really looking forward to trying that again, but the medication that I'm on has just zapped me, and then not all the time, because there's days like today which are fine, and then all of a sudden I'll have a dizzy spell, and I can't do anything. And but my labs are still good. The doctor keeps tabs on my labs, and he says, I'm doing really good, and he's going to, still keep me on the medication. It's not doing any real damage or anything. So um, I just thought, well, I'm not training like I wanted to, and I'm just watching Jeff on the beach in the Bahamas, thinking, golly, I wish I could do that. um, I wish that I could be out there too, out in the sunshine. Well, even in Texas, it's gray out here, and I'm not getting a lot of sunshine, but I'm envious, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't know. I can do something. I can sew at least. I've got the energy to do that at least.
So how'd you come up with so healthy?
Well, that was just, I don't know, it just kind of came to me. I came up. I'm one of those people that, I'm thinking up different names all the time for whatever I'm going to do, and it's been so long. I knew I wanted to change the name of my channel from my name to something else, um and I thought, so healthy. Okay, well that kind of merges the two. If sewing and being healthy, and that's what I want to talk about on YouTube is my health, keeping updated and hoping to inspire others who are in the same boat to try it for themselves, and also to sew different projects and um, have fun doing it. Make yourself clothes that nobody else has, and feeling better about yourself.
Absolutely. I love wearing things that most people don't wear. It
Yeah,
feels good, and you get to
it
express
does.
yourself like what you want. I'm telling you, you gotta take a photo tonight and how your glowing self and put it as your new profile
My
photo.
new avatar thing, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm telling
because
you,
that's not me anymore. That girl
you're
in the
looking
photo,
good.
she's nice and all, but that's not me anymore.
So make sure you guys go and I am subscribed. This is just my burner account I'm on right now, so it says
Yes.
I'm not. But you guys, she's gonna be adding in some sewing content. She's making the Bill Knot wrapped burgers, bacon wrapped
Mhm.
burgers. Look at that. And she's live right now. I love that thumbnail.
I thought it was fun.
I used to have a TV like that years and years ago. My family had a down in the basement, and that would be like our basement TV. I haven't seen one of those
Yeah,
for a while.
I love those old retro TVs from our childhood.
Absolutely. So just to go back quick for anybody who would come across this on YouTube that has cancer themselves, what were your initial steps after you took after your diagnosis?
As soon as I found out, the first thing was to meet with an oncologist. And the oncologist that I had actually was recommended to me by my gynecologist who performed the hysterectomy. And so she said that, she has, she'd known this doctor for a long time, worked with her, and trusted her completely. And so that's step number one, meeting with an oncologist, because the gynecologist, can identify that there's cancer there, but really can't do anything about it. They don't have the expertise that an oncologist would have. So I met with the oncologist, and my first impression of her was, this is going to sound funny, but Xena Warrior Princess. She was.
That was the show.
That was a show. I was a fan.
That was a good one.
But she just came in with the mindset of being a warrior, and she was going to fight this. And she didn't come off as being, oh honey, I'm so sorry, and all of this, very sympathetic, which is fine and good, because some people need that. But at the time, I didn't need that. I needed somebody who was going to be ready for battle. And she was. And so I felt very comfortable, very happy being in her hands for that. And she, whenever I first met with her, that's when I found out what stage I was at, because they were still, at the time they were still doing testing on it. And whenever she sat down with me and she was first talking, and so that was one of my first questions was, so what stage am I? I said, I almost don't want to know, because, I'm almost too scared to ask, but I need to know. And she said, actually, I don't know. Hold on just a moment. Let me go. And she went out the door. And I guess she went and looked it up on the computer and printed it out. She, as soon as she found out, she came storming back in, didn't even bother closing the door. And she said, stage 2B. I was like, oh, okay. And she was so happy about that. She was like, she said, we can treat this. And I was like, okay, good. And so I think it's super important finding a doctor that you are happy with and comfortable with, somebody who is going to fight this with you right along. It was almost, it seemed to me like she was offended by cancer. Like she hated it so much that, she wanted to eradicate it out of everybody that she ever met, and so it was very sad for me whenever she left the practice. And then, you got to do what you got to do for your family. And, everybody has circumstances, that they just have to go. But yeah, that's a big thing. Finding a doctor, like the doctor I'm with now, he's great. He's not a gynecological oncologist, but I don't necessarily need that because I don't have the parts anymore. And so he doesn't have to do any kind of surgery. He just monitors the blood, and he's actually a blood cancer doctor. And so he's perfect for it. And he's not going to put me through chemo, and he's going to try the PARP inhibitor, which he's done, and says I'm doing very well with. So, and let's see, other than finding the right doctors, I would say get right spiritually, because that's, I mean, even if you're not Christian, you're going to have to turn to something, because otherwise you're going to fall into a really deep, dark hole. And so, my faith has been everything for me ever since then. So I would say that is big time step number 2 And step number 3, try and figure out what to do that you can do. And what I can do, I eventually found out, is the carnivore diet. And if I had known this back whenever I first got diagnosed, I'd been on it like that. And yeah, that's something I wish I could go back and tell myself, and, I can at least tell other people that this has worked and it's working. It's not eradicated. The cancer's still there, but it's controlled. And I actually have numbers here with me today if you're interested.
Absolutely. I just wanted to say that I totally agree with you. Getting a doctor that has such a good mindset and you get to feed off that energy,
Hmm.
and instead of someone who's gonna kind of talk down to you or tell you how much time you've got left, or be
Oh, don't
negative
you
about
ever
it.
do that. Yeah,
Right.
there is a actually, I work at a hospital, and um, I'll be vague about it because there are HIPAA laws. But a doctor had told the patient that they had X amount of time left. And of course, that patient started not doing so good, and mentally, and that affects you physically. And I understand that doctors have to be realists, um, but to tell somebody they have X amount of time, like exactly X amount of time, I don't, I just, I can't be beside that. It's like, it's like Jeff, you know, him being told that he had X amount of time. Other people would have spiraled and probably not have found their way out. But Jeff, thank God, he has done the exact opposite. Thank God.
Absolutely. I agree with you. It's just so important. I've never had the diagnosis, but to anybody watching this who does, to know that no matter what you're being told by a doctor, there still is hope, and I think you and Jeff, you guys are just torchbearers for this, like maybe you guys didn't have it as easy. Some of these other people are going to have who are going to learn from you guys. And I think you guys are going to be great teachers because you've got the experience. You're like, hey, no, listen, I went through this, and I know what it's like to have, like you said, a doctor who's a warrior and they're
Mhm.
ready to fight rather than put you down, or not be as positive about, no matter what stage you're in. I feel like
No matter what
you can
stage.
win.
Absolutely. There I don't know if you've, seen, like, there's um I saw this on a YouTube video because I'm not on TikTok anymore, but evidently there's a woman who, is I think she's at home on hospice or something, and, she's a musician, and she came out with this song, and, the royalties, or the money that the song earns, she has signed off to give to her 7-year old, her son. And um and I thought, that's just wonderful that this is getting news and people are talking about this, and the song is being played over and over and over again on different videos. And so hopefully this little boy will be a millionaire by the time he's an adult.
Mhm.
And um, and that's just a gift that his mother is giving him. But I was thinking, but how is she? The people are saying that, she's not long for this world, but is she though? I have to wonder because I don't know that much about her, and I'm wondering, could she, be saved? How bad is it? Is she like hours away, or, is she like weeks away? Could we possibly pull her back from the ledge? I don't know.
Absolutely.
But I just don't think that, no matter how bad your situation is, I think there's always hope.
That's why this conversation is so important because I don't feel like whatever stage you're at, you should ever look at it as like, oh, it's game over. Like, no, it's game on. It's
Mhm.
game on. Like you're gonna tell me how much time I got? No, game on. That's a bet.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bet you I'm gonna prove you wrong. And that's exactly what you guys are doing. I absolutely love it. So
Mhm.
what led you to choosing the carnivore diet for as like a something to add in to your fight against cancer?
Just my kids, that was, uh, I knew that I wanted to be around, and I was like, okay, well, obviously, sugar is feeding the cancer. That's just, that's something that I knew as a nurse, and so I was like, okay, I'll cut down on the sugar. I just won't have it near as much, and I started this anti-inflammatory diet, which I don't know how anti-inflammatory it was. I mean, it was better than the SAD diet, but it still wasn't where I really needed to be. And that's when my parents talked to me about, Diane, I really think you should look into being carnivore. And um, as any good parent will do is, try and get their kid to make as healthy a decision as possible. So um, I was like, well, yeah, I need to do this. You're right. And I need to be carnivore now. Okay. Well, let me talk to Steven. Hey, babe, I think we're going to go carnivore now. And yeah, gonna have to go along with it. Sorry.
And you said you got some numbers with you, right?
I
So
did.
just quick before you get into those numbers, do you feel just internally, like, do you feel like your carnivore is helping your journey, like Jeff, to become cancer free?
100%. Yeah, 100%. I am still, my medicine is affecting me, but I think if I were not carnivore, I would be feeling horrible.
Mm.
And I don't, yeah, I don't want to know how I would feel afterwards. But no, carnivore, whenever I'm doing it right, and it actually now, so um, actually, this actually ties in with the lab work, because I am seeing my doctor again next week. So I think 5 days from now. And I told myself that I was going to go lion for the week the before I do labs, and then fast on the day before. And so, like, go lion diet for a week, and then the day before, just fast, and then
Let me
go
know
in.
what day you're fasting. I'll fast with you, Diane.
You will?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. That'd be wonderful.
Make sure you text
So
me.
I will. I think I'm seeing the doctor on Friday, and so I'll fast Thursday. I think so, but let me verify with that, and I'll text you.
Okay.
But yeah, so because I want to see these numbers go down again. So we started off. This is last March, so we're going on um, a year from whenever I found out that the numbers were coming back up.
Mm.
And yeah, March last year was not a good time for me. And we got this lab work done called Signatera. And Signatera is a relatively new test that looks for cancer cells in the bloodstream. And at the time it was done, my CA-125, which is a marker for inflammation, it says that your body is inflamed. Um, that was at the time high. Let's see. It was creeping up. It was like a little over 30, and I was used to being like at 14. And yeah, I want to say it was like 33. And so um, then we um, checked the Signatera, and that was at 4.75. So there were cancer cells. And so the doctor was like, okay, let's do chemo again. And I was like, okay. And I wish I didn't say okay, but I did get one dose of the chemo, and I absolutely hated what it did to me. And the but it worked. Still, it dropped everything. All the numbers came back down after being just on that one dose, which is good. But then the numbers started creeping back up again, and um, then I was started with my new doctor, and he put me on the PARP inhibitor, and that's when I started Carnivore, and so that was in June, and the uh, the Signatera dropped dramatically to less than 1, and before it was like 4.75.
Oh,
And then it just kept dropping again, and it finally got, the lowest it got was 0.05, which I
oh,
talked about in that video, that live with Dr. Seafried on Carrie's channel. And so we are well below 1. And anything above 1, my doctor is a little worried about. Anything 1 or higher, he gets a little worried. But it hasn't, the highest it's been since being his patient was 0.6. So, which is still good. The only reason why it got up high again is because the medication I was on was too high of a dose and was bringing down my white blood cell count.
mm,
And so it was a little like dangerously low. And so he said, okay, I want you to be off of the medication for another, what did he say? Was it a week or 2 weeks? I don't remember. I ended up being off of it for close to a month of no medication. And so the numbers got higher, but not high. It was 0.6 was the highest it got. And that was in, I believe, October. No. It was in December. And but it had gone down to 0.52 was what it was at in like the second week of December. And then 1 week later, it had gone down again to 0.32. And so, and that's during Christmas, and that's whenever the time, everybody's
sugar
wanting
cookieing
to,
it up.
oh, it wouldn't hurt to have a little sugar-free cookie, or, a little, let's get some sugar-free Jello with some sugar-free whipped cream, and indulge a little bit. It's Christmas, and that's with that. Not going 100% carnivore, but also this was being back on the medication, and my numbers and the carnivore, everything was pointing down. And so the last time my Signatera was done was December 28th, and it was 0.32. And I'm going back next week to get lab work done again, and with being on Lion Diet now getting out the big guns, and
Yeah,
we're gonna see how that does.
absolutely. I think it's gonna go even better than things are already going good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hoping for like flat out 0. I that it's a
So what day? I think you'll get there for sure. What day do you think you're fasting? Because Cyber Goose says me too. Is that a 24-hour fast we'd be doing?
Yep. I'm going to be
Announce your
fasting
fasting date.
from you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. But um, I think I'll be doing my last meal will be Wednesday night.
This
And
Wednesday?
then
Okay.
this next coming Wednesday. And then I will start up again after my appointment with the doctor.
Okay.
And um, let's see, what time is my appointment? I want to say 9 in the morning. So yeah, sometime after I drop off the kids at school and able to travel to my doctor's office. And look at everybody saying that they're going to fast with me.
Yeah, so if you guys are fasting with me and Diane, next week Wednesday, that's your last meal, and then we're fasting all day Thursday.
And you can have brunch on Friday.
There you go.
That's
How you
what
doing,
I'm planning on doing.
Kimberly? So, I'm sorry.
I was just saying that's what I'm planning on doing is, after I'm done at the doctor's office, then I'll have my brunch and
Get some brunch.
yeah, probably go get some barbecue.
Absolutely. Let's just give a couple of quick shout outs here. Don, thanks for watching. Cyber Goose, thanks for watching. Less junk, more health. Thanks for watching.
Good name.
From the space coast of Florida. Yeah, you guys got the aliens at the mall, man.
Uh,
Who's your carnivore? Brett, man. That's our carnivore. That's who. How you doing, Brett? Paulette, how you doing? Says hello,
Hi,
Diane.
Paulette.
CKN. How you doing? What does that stand for, CKN? So let's see here. Meeting Wellness. Christy, how you doing?
Hey.
Sunny C, what's up, Sunny? Man, a lot of you guys are in here. Yeah,
Good
Kimberly,
turnout.
I got you. S. McCabe. Hi, how you doing? Says hi, Diane.
Yep, doing great.
We're doing well, and you can tell by looking at Diane, she's doing great. She's feeling good. She's got that carnivore glow. That's how I know you're in the right direction, getting on these higher frequencies because you're just glowing. I'd like to know when you fast, Diane, so I could join. Yes, it'd be next week Thursday. So next week Wednesday, it's your last meal at
Mhm.
night.
Yep.
McCabe says, "I like the green dress."
Thank you. Thank you very much. I need to put some pockets in it because I need pockets.
You
But
gotta
yeah,
hold the cell phone nowadays for
I
selfies. And
do.
slip it back
I
in there.
Yeah, I gotta have these phones now. I need to put some big old pockets on the sides there.
Kimberly
Just
says, "I like her dress she's making too."
thank
With
you. Yeah,
dress
it's all
emoji.
done. It is all done. I'm going to be hey, just it for those of you who are interested in watching other people sew and having fun doing that, because I love watching sewing videos. Please join me on my YouTube channel because I'm going to start those videos very soon. And I learned how to draw on the digital app. Then I can show you what I'm going to make before I make it and all the ideas I have. So
That's so
follow
awesome.
me
And
there if you're interested in sewing pretty things.
yeah, if you guys think that dress is cool, wait till you see the all the ones she's got planned for this year. So she's gonna be
I've got
killing
some amazing things planned. And, there is a movie premiere that I'm hoping to go to next year.
it. Ooh,
I'm
you
planning on
got it.
taking a
You
road
got it
trip
right here.
up north where,
Killing humanity. You maybe got to come
I
out
need to
early.
dress for that.
We were thinking about having like a party at the movie theater for the when the torch comes out, and then having like a early sneak sneak preview to everybody who comes out to the movie theater.
I'm I'm there. Yeah, just try and stop me. I just need to know the where I can stay. Where's a good Airbnb? I'm not thinking Carrie's place because he's gonna be so busy, but,
Oh, man, yeah,
there's
I'm sure if you we can let you get first dibs over there.
I don't know, but we'll see about that, but, yeah, we're gonna drive up there, not fly, I'm gonna take a road trip, and, yeah, and so I need a dress for that, and I actually have the actual dress in my head that, will be made for that, so if anybody likes to watch other people make pretty things, I've got a channel that you can come and watch.
Let's go. I can't wait
And
to
talk
see
about
that
our health
dress.
and get inspired by our own selves and,
So healthy. She's so healthy now, you guys, I'm telling you. I love that.
yes.
That's I love that. Little play on words, but it means so much, you know what I'm saying? Darth, how you doing, Darth? B-Dog. Hey, everyone, I was watching the podcast till I saw you all live. Yep, me and Carrie raised the stakes. Every Friday, man, we're going to be hanging out with you guys. It's just a great way to kick off the weekend. Do a podcast with my buddy and talk some carnivore and hang out with you guys. Kelly, whoops, here. I'll fast as well. Let's go,
Thank
Kelly.
you, Kelly.
Kelly,
Got a whole
next
army.
Wednesday is your last meal then, and then we're fasting all day Thursday for 24 hours, Kelly.
Mhm.
There you go.
You
You're into B-Dog? Let's go.
guys are awesome.
Let's go. I can always put a make a post about it just to remind everybody in case anybody uh
Yeah.
forgets.
Yeah, and I'll, come up with some shorts too, so if you're following me, I will, post some shorts about it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wednesday dinner, skip Thursday and eat Friday. Done deal. Yeah, exactly. It's
Mhm.
easy. It's easy. Let's see. Meeting wellness. Hey Christy, how you doing? Man, a lot of people in here tonight. Hi JT and Diane. I'd love to watch you sew. My mother sewed all the time. Yeah,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
it's like one of those videos where it's like you can watch someone paint or something, or like sometimes I know it's kind of weird. I watch these grass cutting videos and it's so therapeutic to see like
I
this
love
really
those.
like tall grass, and then all of a sudden like the whole yard looks nice. I'm like, ah,
It's so satisfying, isn't it?
it is. It is.
And
It's
I've
the
watched,
weirdest things.
my husband and I have gotten, recently into watching this one, guy who, cleans other people's houses, like hoarding situations, and he does it
Yes,
for
those are
free.
good too.
Yeah, those are so satisfying to watch. They're disgusting at first, and then just seeing the whole everything just get cleaned up and
Yeah, you
beautified.
look at the end, you're like, "That's the same place? Like, that did
Yeah,
not look like that." Like,
yeah,
it's under there, you just gotta
it's
put some
under there.
TLC in it, you know? I feel like that's how we are too, like, we just gotta take time to rest, to get some
Mhm.
extra sleep, to eat some good food, read some good books, hang out
Get
with
some
good people.
sunshine.
Yeah, get some sunshine, go grounding, like, and
Yeah,
do a meditation, and then you're just gonna be surprised at how healthy your body gets.
yeah,
Or maybe
just
you
like
won't be so surprised.
that.
Wow, so cool. Yep, she's gonna be sewing, so make sure you guys that's why I've got that up there so you guys can subscribe to her channel. The Pokemon
And I'll
Shine
be
family.
keeping up everybody with my health and, discussing different carnivore, things, so I'm not leaving the carnivore community or, completely abandoning that part of it. I'm just going to be kind of integrating my hobby of sewing and making clothes now that, because I don't fit into the rest of the clothes I have.
That's probably one of the negative side effects to carnivore, if you can even call that a
Even
negative side
call it a
effect, is the
negative?
fact
Yeah,
you need new clothes.
darn it.
But I think a lot of us been trying to get to those new clothes. So
Yeah.
it's all on how you look at it, what perspective you have on it.
Mhm.
Poco Moonshine fan, my son went ketovore, and I am making him your pizza pockets now for dinner. Thanks for that
Excellent.
recipe. That is awesome. I'm glad that helps. My wife came up with that, and I was like, man, these little things are good. She's like, yeah, you just take two flat pieces of cheese and put some meat in between them. And then what we did, if you want to take it a step further, we've been cooking them in the air fryer, and it kind of like makes that cheese like slightly brown on top, and then you flip them again and get that side slightly brown, and it's like the cheese around the crust sometimes of like a pan pizza. It's so good.
That
Oh,
sounds good.
mm-hmm. So try
And you
your and it's just those little flat pieces of cheese, you know, like you can get it shredded or you can get them bricks or you can get those little flat slices. You
so
want
it
the
doesn't stick to the
slices.
bottom of the air fryer?
Yep, you lay it down, put the meat on it, put another one on top, and then you just let them all melt together, and then you let them cool down, and then you cut them up and serve them.
Okay,
They're good for
cool.
the Super Bowl party too coming up if you're making any food for Super Bowl.
Well, I'm not. I'm working. I work every Sunday, but
Oh,
my
okay, I got
husband,
you.
yeah.
I mostly just watch the halftime show. Is anybody else out there like that? I really, unless my personal team is in the Super Bowl, I really don't watch it. I usually just watch the halftime show and then
Mhm.
eat a bunch of food.
Yeah, normally the halftime show is the big news the next day, so
Yep, yep. Darth Carnivore, I'll join the Thursday fast as well. Okay, let's go.
hey, Star.
You know, and that's the least we could do to throw some more good energy your way when you're already rocking
It
and
means a
rolling
lot.
here.
It really
It,
means a lot that you
it,
guys are willing to do that with me.
it's no problem. I'm in Australia. I will have to work out the time difference. Okay, do what you can. Do just
Which
or you know if it's different, you know, just do it on your Thursday. That's okay
yeah,
too.
absolutely. It counts.
Yep, she appreciates it. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome here.
Really do.
I've I've had to change my wardrobe a bunch of times from 5X down to large. Nice, nice.
Wow.
Each size of the way. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
actually bought new clothes, and then I bought larges, but I went from an XL to a medium. Like I skipped right past the large. So like
Mhm.
all the larges I bought were too big now. Like I look like I'm swimming in them. I'm like, dang, dude,
Yeah.
it's tough. So I
You
would
lost
just
a lot and a lot real fast. How much
yeah,
have you lost, total?
me,
Mhm.
88 pounds.
88.
Yeah,
Wow.
I
Your
was
wife lost something like 94 or
yeah,
something like
she's on her way to 100 if she hasn't hit 100 yet already.
Good night.
She's killing it right now. She's doing so good. I'm
That's
proud of her.
amazing.
I'm telling you, I'm proud of all you carnivores. You guys are really, you know, even if there's a hiccup sometime and you guys aren't, you know, 100% perfect. No one's perfect, but I can tell you guys are doing it more than you're not because you see these videos come out and people are looking thinner each video. They're
Mhm.
looking like they're glowing. I mean, you and Bill and Jeff, like you guys are glowing, man, and it's
Yeah.
nice to see. I like all the glow. I don't like dimness, you know?
Bill. Oh my gosh, Bill, he's so inspiring. I think he's, like, in the 500s now. Last gosh, who knows how much weight, and, he's just so much perkier and happier, and you can see he's just got his health is starting to come back with a vengeance.
Oh
It
yeah.
there was that hiccup with that whole numbingness, and then he got that plate, the what was it? The Life Pro
It's like the
people
vibration plate thing.
yes. My
He
parents bought one. As soon as they heard Bill talk about it, they bought one. Yeah.
Let's
I've tried it
go.
out. It's actually pretty cool.
That's awesome, and he just got his, electric bike, so
Which
I'm
is
telling you,
amazing. I nearly teared up whenever he was talking about, wanting to go out and go mountain biking again.
he
I was
will,
like, "Yes,
he
Bill,
will.
yes, you need that, that inspiration, not just the imagining yourself going back outside. He needed that little extra of, thinking about going out onto the trails on his bike and
When I
just
go
that
out there to
little
meet
bit
him,
of
I'm gonna bring him
extra.
some bear spray because I know he's gonna be going wild all over the state, and I'm like, "Bro, you should at least have some bear spray now that you're, like, moving out of the house and you wanna go fishing and camping and stuff." Like, there's some big animals in that state.
Alaska's no joke when it comes to the wilderness, that's for sure. One of these
Absolutely.
days, I'd love to go.
This is another guy who's inspirational to me. He was literally going to the grocery store in one of those electric scooters that they have that you could go around the store with.
Uh-huh.
And now semi-retired Bob doesn't need an electrical scooter chair. He walks around and he gets his own damn groceries the way he wants to get them. And that's what I'm
That's
talking about. When people think life is heading in one direction and then they get on Carnivore and they're like, I'm reversing right out of here. I'm not going down uh
Yeah,
this avenue no more. And Bob is one of those guys. So shout out to Bob. And I'm telling you, if you
absolutely.
guys can get him to smile more, he's got an incredible smile.
And he's right, new clothes are expensive. That's why,
Yeah.
I don't like to shop for new clothes. I go to consignment stores and, especially since I'm in between sizes, I'm probably going to be losing more weight, and as I
Oh,
do have more to lose, probably another 20, I would think, um, before I really plateau. But, the, that's just one of it just so happens I sew, and so it kind of helps me with my hobby too. I'm making myself new clothes, and I'm also making myself happier by doing my hobby.
yeah, and that just it feels good to have a hobby and express yourself,
Mhm.
and to have the energy to express yourself.
Yeah,
And then you've getting this new body with new health, and it's like, man, let me it's like a little, let me put this on here. Let me get this new dress going so I
and
can.
feel good, and
Yeah.
it's so nice when you can. Now I just need some place to wear it to. I told Steven he needs to take me out somewhere, and I don't know.
You
We
guys
got
got one of those Brazilian steakhouses by you?
we do, we do,
Hey,
and
there you
I
go. Tell them,
actually.
make a reservation, big boy.
Mhm. And, we did that for our anniversary, and, that was a lot of fun, and,
Or you
we
guys
might have
can book
to.
a couples massage.
Yeah?
I was
Well,
thinking about doing that with
I
my
can't wear the
wife.
dress. I can't wear the dress and the but
Hey,
actually,
hey.
I'm thinking, like, going to a piano bar or something, you
Oh, there
know?
you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
and just get some, um, mineral water with lime wedge, that'll suffice, and then go for steaks out after. Or
Absolutely.
before. Gotta get the steaks before, and then go to the piano bar.
There you go, or
Or
get the
either way, I'll
massages and then go get the steaks, then to the piano bar.
yes,
Really
yes.
do it up, do the whole day.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Kimberly, thank you. It feels good to lose the weight, but what feels better is I healed my irritable bowel syndrome, and I healed my sleep apnea. So not going to bed, with the thought of, am I gonna make it through the night? That feels so much better than the 88 pounds. Like, if I could, if I had to choose, like, well, do you want to lose 88 pounds or do you want to heal your sleep apnea? I would say give me the 88 pounds back, and then as long as my sleep apnea is healed. So to get both of them, wow, what a blessing this diet is. I'm telling you.
That story of yours that scared me whenever I heard that, and you were talking about, barely surviving the night, and,
Yeah, scariest
I
moment of
can't
my life.
imagine having to have that machine breathe for you, and because, yeah. I just can't imagine it. And yeah, you really did heal yourself. You bounced back so hard, you're a completely different person now.
One
And
month, I healed my sleep apnea in 1 month, 30 days.
so
And
amazing,
I just, man, it excites the hell out of me knowing that there's so many people on those machines and I can get them off maybe in a month like I did. I'm like,
right?
let's go, people, man. Like, let's get those. It's so uncomfortable to wear that crap. And I died because I refused to wear it.
And
I
it's
don't,
noisy and
yeah,
yeah,
so I don't suggest you do what I did. Wear it until you don't need it, because some of them you have a counter. It tells you how many times you stop breathing a night. If you're on Carnivore and you get that thing down to 0, man, whip that thing off, put it in the closet, and let it stay there, like it's on timeout. Because if you don't need it, that's the goal. So to get on, we want to heal our bodies, and um, from cancer to IBS, sleep apnea, depression, anxiety. I mean, there's just so many things that Carnivore can help out with. It's just too important to not talk about it.
and different things like autism and ADHD. I'm
Yeah.
seriously interested in that because my oldest is autistic, and he is entrenched in what he likes and doesn't like, and so it's going to be a little hard. But we are slowly integrating different things, like making him have chicken at dinner time, you know? He's doing really good though, choosing to have bacon on his own, he'll say that he wants bacon, which is like,
Oh,
thank God for bacon. I'll make
absolutely.
as much as you want whenever you want, I don't care.
And that's a lot better than not trying at all.
Yeah.
So start wherever you got to start. And I did that live stream with Dr. Chafee about kids on carnivore. I'm
Mhm.
telling you, if any parents out there watching this, you have any like just thoughts in the back of your head, like, well, is this going to be healthy? What's going to happen with to a child on carnivore? Watch that live stream with Dr. Chafee, and if you had any fears, it should eliminate all of them because it's amazing. And I even asked him at the end, when you finally have a child, is your child going to be on the carnivore diet? And he said, absolutely. He said the only plants that be in his house are the fake wax ones that you don't have to water.
Yeah. And you're lucky your son, he's still so young that
He's gonna be a big boy.
you can get him started, or you probably have already,
Oh yeah,
eliminating all the junk out of his diet, and this kid, oh, he's got such a bright future.
absolutely. And just for parents out there that their kids are in diapers with diaper cream, we used up so much diaper cream when he would eat those little veggie packs. And some of them would have like fibers in them, and they would just mix different veggies, and his butt would get so red and sore, and he would cry because it hurt coming out. And
Oh, yeah.
even if you change the diaper right away, just touching that skin just irritated all that nonsense. Since he's been on carnivore, he don't get red down there no more, and he doesn't
That's
whine
wonderful.
and cry during diaper changes. And I feel better for him that he's not in pain. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
telling
great.
you, it's an amazing diet, and he's growing so big, so fast. I guarantee you, you guys are gonna laugh in future videos because he's gonna be much bigger than me and much
Yeah.
smarter than me too. And that's okay. I
And
want
that's what
that
we
as
hope
his
for as
father.
parents, that's what we want.
Yes, as his father, I want that.
Yeah.
Darth Connor, it seems like sewing is a rare skill nowadays that clothes can be mass produced cheaply. Yeah, yeah.
It's a big issue out in the world with that. It's called fast fashion, where, we are so tempted by, clothes that are so cheap, so cheap to buy. You can go on like Shein and Temu and all these places that are charging like $20 for a dress like this, and somebody will say, "Oh, that's a cute dress. Yeah, I'll pay $20 for it." And then they're gonna get something made out of plastic that is gonna disintegrate after time, and it's not good quality. And so these people are like, okay, and then things just keep recycling. The fashion trends change so much, and these places like Shein and Temu are trying to keep up with it and putting out all these different designs. Like something like I watched a video talking about like they're coming up with hundreds of designs, new ones daily, and the workers that are making these aren't getting paid anything hardly, and can't even make a living kind of a wage. It's almost like slave labor, and I could go on and on and on, but
Yeah,
yeah.
China has some work to do with how they treat their people, and that might be why a lot of our goods are and our prices are up here in the States, but we actually pay our employees, so that
Yeah.
goes down to the cost of our products being a little bit higher. But I'd rather know that somebody's got a good job and they can feed their family.
Mhm.
To me, that means a lot.
And if you pay for a higher quality item, you're bound to take care of it better, and, buy things that aren't going to be trendy so much, something that is more your style and that you see yourself wearing in the next few years. You're gonna take good care of it and,
Like
not
like one of
start
these
out
hoodies.
like one of those hoodies.
I'm gonna be wearing this for a
Absolutely.
while, I could tell you that.
Same.
And it fits my style, so I
Yeah,
agree with you 100%.
yeah.
Cyber, have to leave you guys, 2:46 AM. Oh, thanks for sticking around as much as you did.
Man, the fact that you even came on, that's awesome. Thank you.
B-Dog, JT, what about the movie to premiere at Sundance. Just saying. I'm just saying that sounds like a good idea.
I think it does too.
I'll have to talk to Carrie. We'll see. It's gonna be big though. It's gonna make a big splash. I
Mhm.
thank God for my CPAP machine. I still need it, but my sleep apnea is so much better. That's good. Yeah, use it until you don't need it. Don't be dumb like I did, like I was, and it almost cost me my life. So please
Yeah.
use it till
If you
you.
need it, you need it.
Yeah, if you need it, you need it. Absolutely. Let's see here. Oh, Ellen, how you doing, girl? She's a local here. I met her at the butcher shop.
Oh, cool.
Good evening, Ellen.
It's a
Uh,
cute little dog.
yeah, she's got a YouTube channel for that dog. Can't have an honest carnivore discussion without talking about the poop. Okay, yeah, yeah, that happens, man. Sometimes I'm regular, so I don't get that when people are like, "Oh, you're gonna rot your insides because you'll never take a crap again." I'm like, "You that's spoken
No.
like a person who's never been on the diet."
The thing is your body uses it all.
Yeah,
So you don't go as much, you still go, but you're not going near as much, and, because your body is using it. Your body needs it, and it's using it. And, okay, this is actually funny. I have to bring up this, YouTuber that just turned carnivore. His name is River, and that's the name of his YouTube channel too, and he's British, and he talks about all the royal family, and that's his thing. He talks about the royal family, and he is really a hoot to listen to. He's so funny, and he dresses very flamboyantly, like with crowns, and he's funny. And I love listening to him. But he recently he wouldn't divulge the reason why he was switching to carnivore, but he was talking about how he decided he was going to do this, and he's trying to heal something, and but he wouldn't divulge what it was, which is fine. And he um, he actually mentioned Homestead How, and I thought that
really,
was cool. Yeah,
that's
and
awesome.
yeah, and this guy River, he's got a really big following too, and so I was
Could you
like, good,
text me?
so we need everybody to know
Could you
about.
text me that video and then I'll send it to Carrie?
Absolutely. Yes, I will.
Yeah, I'd like to watch it too. That's cool.
Yes, and, so I got real excited when I saw that River was, talking about the carnivore diet and what he's going to do. I just,
That's
it's
awesome. Yeah, maybe he wants
somebody
us to,
overseas.
knock on his door and cook him a steak.
Oh, yeah, if you're willing to go all the way to England. He lives
Hey,
in London,
I would love to,
right?
yeah, I would love to, and, maybe take some tea time and learn how to hold my pinky straight. My
Mhm,
pinky goes crooked all the
mhm.
time, but
But what do you eat at tea time? Little
little steak
little
bits and
little
bacon, purse bacon.
little yeah, little toothpick amount of, bacon. Oh,
Yeah,
who did
even if
that?
it's just how to hold my bacon with my finger, I just
Yeah.
eat my bacon with some more class. I would like to go to England though. That would be fun. My
Mhm.
coach went out there a lot,
Oh,
in
yeah?
his when he was around. Yep, he would go out there a lot. So
I would
uh,
love to see London one of these days, but, my big bucket list item is, Rome.
Rome.
Yep,
When in
yep,
Rome, they say, right?
yes. And I've got all the outfits planned for walking around the different museums and everything.
I got another person here you can go shopping with here.
Yeah.
Ellen, she says, and she likes to shop vintage stores because the clothes are such better quality. Yeah, when you get
They
something
had
better
much better
quality, it
quality.
lasts you longer.
Yeah. Even in the '90s, we had better quality, clothing than we do nowadays. Nowadays, it's just so cheaply made and so quickly made.
There's no love in it, you know?
Yes, yes, I am, a, seamstress. Not professionally. I've only been doing this as a hobby for the last 4 years, and that's what my YouTube is mostly going to be about now. I've talked about my carnivore journey, and I'm still going to keep it. I'm still going to be talking about it and my health updates. But, yeah, it's going to be a sewing channel and making myself new clothes because I don't fit into all my old clothes anymore.
I love so healthy, you guys. That I love that play on the words because it's not just a play on words. It's a powerful statement because you are looking so healthy now.
Mhm.
I know I've said it before on here, but you know, we're getting towards the end of the interview here. You look like you've got that carnivore glow, and I could tell you're just in high spirits and a great vibration. And I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you, and
You.
I'm I'm gonna be stocking up on Wednesday night before this fast.
Right? Yeah, I'm trying to plan out what I'm gonna have for this next week. We might have to, I might have to, ask my husband to put a brisket on Wednesday morning.
Ooh, there you
See about
go.
cooking a brisket that day.
Put a brisket on. Kimberly wants to know before we go, what is
What I'm
Diane
gonna make
making
with
with the
this?
leopard?
Yes, so, I've got this here to hide, the mess underneath, but I thought, okay, real quick, what can I do to hide this? But yeah, I've got this fabric here. I'm going to actually turn it. Okay, if you're familiar with the designers of the 70s, Diane von Furstenberg is a designer from the 70s. And the lady that I follow who makes the PDF patterns that I like to make, she has come out with an adaptation of a Diane von Furstenberg um, dress from the 70s called the wrap dress. And so this is going to be made into a wrap dress as soon as I get the PDF, which drops on the 15th. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Hey, here you go. You can do that beginner's guide to sewing video for the
Yes.
basics, and
Oh,
looks like
yeah.
Ellen would love to learn from you.
Absolutely. I'm not an atelier. I am nowhere near the couture edge of sewing, but I've got the basics, and I can definitely do some basics videos, like how to work the machine. You know, that was what I needed to learn first. It didn't matter, following a pattern, learning how to read a pattern. I needed to learn how to work my sewing machine because I knew one day I wanted to be sewing. I knew that one day I wanted to learn how to sew. And so whenever I got married, I asked for that in the register. I registered for the sewing machine, and one of my uncles bought the sewing machine for me as a wedding gift.
Let's go.
And yeah, and so it was like it took me 10 years to get there, but I finally learned how to use it, and now I'm sewing almost every day.
That's
Oh,
awesome. I
Kimberly, if you love clothes and you love leopard prints, hey, you and I could be friends. We'll just hop on my YouTube, and maybe I'll do some lives. Maybe I can just do sew-alongs and do some sewing and have it on a live stream, and we can talk about that.
The link to her, I'll put it up here. I'll put her channel up here one more time here, and then while this is up here, and you guys can go subscribe to it. Let's see here. Let's end it on this one, Diane. Okay, what message would you like to share with others who are battling cancer or are considering a dietary change to improve their health? What would you say to them?
I would say you should follow these certain doctors on YouTube, listen to them, keep an open mind, and like Dr. Chafee and Dr. Barry and Dr. Seafried, um, any of them, and plus, you know, I'm in awe of Jeff DeProsperous. His blessings on my journey. I would say 100% watch these videos. Just for one night, just binge on a bunch of videos. Anything that looks good, anything that talks about cancer and the carnivore diet, listen with an open mind and just try it. What do you have to lose? I mean, those of us that have the cancer diagnosis, we're stuck in it. It's not something that we can choose to automatically be out of. We're in it now, and So what else do you have to lose?
Mm.
You know?
I love
And I can promise you, um, that things are going to be better afterwards. I mean, I can. I hate, I don't like giving definites and I don't like giving guarantees, but things are going to improve, whether it's your mental health, losing weight, which absolutely helps because I think that's one of the things that harmed me was being overweight because it causes inflammation. Inflammation is just a cancer starter, and it's just um, so you're going to lose the excess fat, the fat that you don't need, that your body does not need. Um, you know, um, you're going to be happier. You're just like 100%. It just works. I hate giving guarantees, like I said, but it just does. You're going to feel better.
absolutely. And you guys are the torchbearers. You guys have the experience. You guys are living examples, and I'm so glad to have you guys in my life because you guys inspire me. And I'm not even going through anything like you guys are, but you guys just inspire me
But,
to be a better.
but you are such a ray of sunshine that helps keep driving us forward. You really are. You and Carrie both.
I appreciate that. That means a lot. Um, Here we go. Before we go, what's a Husqvarna Viking machine?
Husqvarna
Whoa.
Viking, that my mom has that machine. I Okay, you know what? I will do if you promise that you'll subscribe, I'll do a
Let's go.
video at my mom's house with that machine, and she will do a little tutorial about how to get it started.
See, that's
Yes.
Providence. Who would have thought? That's awesome.
I'll show you how to, or at least my mom will. She has that machine, and I need to learn how to use it too because it, it's it's a little more advanced than mine. Mine's basic,
That's
and
awesome. Yeah, see, and then take them along as you learn, they're learning. So
yes, Dr. Seafried, yes, Sonny, yes. He is an amazing resource, and I might be a nurse, but I don't near know the stuff he talks about. Like a lot of it flies over my head, and I'm like, I really need to brush up on my scientific lingo here.
yeah, I'll put a link to Dr. Seafried in the description for anybody who knows someone with cancer that they want to share this video to, or if someone who is watching this video that has cancer themselves. Whether it's live or the replay, it will be in the description. That way, you guys can just fill yourself with more knowledge and hope, and
Mhm.
it's going to help your journey. I really believe that because already see it helping others. I'm already subscribed to you. Let's go, Sonny.
Thank you, Sonny.
McCabe, I'm subscribing. Let's go. We can
Thank
fast and
you.
sew.
So
Yes, I love that.
absolutely.
Love
Yeah,
it.
Thursday, I will have nothing to do because I won't be cooking. So, I will be sewing, and I'll be, actually designing this capsule wardrobe that I cannot wait to show everybody what I've got in mind for this capsule wardrobe. And, I've learned how to save my, because I've been drawing, digitally and been able to save those images, and I'll be able to work with it and make little animations, and I can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
That's awesome. I'm excited for it. And you guys, if you were here earlier on the stream, we are fasting with Diane this coming Thursday. So Wednesday night will be our last meal. We'll fast all day Thursday, and then you can have a brunch on Friday. But that would mean a lot to Diane, so I will be doing that with her. It's the least I can do for you, Diane.
Y'all are so wonderful for volunteering that. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You guys, there is a lot of value in Diane. There's value in her story. And if you're watching this out there, if anybody has cancer themselves, there is value in you, and there is no time limit. It's not game over, it's game on.
Come
And,
on.
yeah, I really feel like that, and this has been awesome, Diane. I'm so glad you came back on here and gave us some new numbers, some updates,
Yes.
and look at
Yes.
that smile, you guys. I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. She's doing great, so,
Yeah. And
um
then I'm getting my lab work done next week. That's why we're fasting. And so time it out from 2 weeks after that. If we want to do another live together, I will have new numbers. And so we'll be seeing in real
absolutely.
time. Like,
I'm game for that. You just give me a
yeah,
date, and then, we'll set it up again, and we'll do another update, but,
yeah. I'll
that's
let
it
you
for
know when
this
they come
one.
in.
Yeah, absolutely. I just saw someone. Oh, that's how we'll go. Oh, my son
Oh,
said
yes.
that.
Oh.
Thanks, you guys. Have a great weekend, you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you and goodbye.